Where does our energy come from? Most of us think that we need to eat carbohydrates or sugar to make energy, but that is just not the case. Our energy is created by something in each and every single one of our cells in the body called our mitochondria. And to feed the mitochondria, we need to provide a lot of nutrients to these little powerhouses. And the easiest way to do that is by providing a substance called choline. We also need all of our fat-soluble vitamins, which is vitamins A, D, E, and K. And the most natural way to get these vitamins into our bodies and choline, as well as good quality source of iron, is through organ meats. For a lot of people, organ meats are a bit awkward. They're really slimy to handle, and unless you've been brought up in a culture where organ meats are the norm, it can be quite a tricky process to learn to get a taste for them because they have a very specific texture, and it takes a lot of technique learning how to cook organ meats so that they're pleasant. What I'd like to show you today is how to make a chicken liver pate, which anyone will want to eat, even your children. The texture is really good. It's very quick to make. You don't have to be a chef to know how to combine these things. So what we're going to do is start off with the ingredients, which are super simple and very, very inexpensive. In fact, that is possibly one of the best bits about cooking with organ meat, is they're cheap. The only addendum is to make sure that, if you can, is to get organic organ meats, bearing in mind that the kidneys, the liver, the heart, these are filters for the body. So if an animal has been fed antibiotics and hormones, those substances are going to go through these filter organs, and you're going to end up eating these products, which you don't want to do. So let's start off with our ingredients for the chicken liver pate. What we're going to need to do is combine all of these very simply into a pot and boil them with some water for about 30 minutes. I'm using organic chicken livers here, and I want to pop this into the pot together with another source of choline, which again is full of healthy fats, which is an egg. So you want to take this egg, wash it first, wash the outside first, and pop this straight into the pot with the livers. You're not going to crack it open or deshell it, because I want to have it hard boiled. I want to add some raw onion, just a small onion or shallots. You don't even have to chop it up. Let's just pop that onion straight into the pot together with about 2 tablespoons of sea salt. And this couldn't be easier. There's absolutely no skill involved. A little bit of thyme, don't chop up the thyme, add it in whole, and we're going to blend that a little bit later, and then a full clove of garlic. And it's really that easy. It took about 2 seconds to put that together. We're going to chop that up with a little bit of water, just enough to cover the livers. Leave it on the stove on a medium heat just to get into a nice simmer, and leave it there for about 30 minutes. Then we're going to come back and we're going to combine it in a blender, which takes a couple of seconds, and hey presto, you've got a really good meal. Right, so our livers and our egg and onion and salt and spices and herbs have all boiled up. I've left them in the fridge for about an hour just to chill. And what I'm going to do now is blend them up with a bit of coconut oil to make the pate. This is the really easy part. So really all you need to do is chuck it into a blender, whole egg and all the bits that go with it, including the garlic, as well as a good dollop, I'd say about 2 tablespoons of your coconut oil. And it's as simple as that. So we just want to blend that for about 30 seconds. What I'm going to do now is just combine it a little bit, make sure that everything's incorporated really well. At the moment, it's simply looking like chopped liver. And after a few more blends, it's going to start looking more like a pate. So just keep moving it away from the sides, and now you can also blend this with a stick blender if you don't have a food processor or a blender. You can pop this in a NutriBullet or even a smoothie maker. Just bear in mind that it's going to take a couple of goes to get it to a nice smooth consistency. One more blitz and then I think we're done. So you can also add a shot of cognac, some brandy, even a little bit of white wine if you just want a little bit more zizz. Once you've blended it up, good thing to do is put it into a little dish, a little ramekin, and let it chill before serving. So what do you eat chicken livers with? Well, you could eat your chicken livers with baguettes, with some gluten-free rice cakes. You could do just some snack bread and a whole lot of veggies. So I'm just going to pop this into a little ramekin. Now what will happen when you chill it is the fats should rise to the surface. So if you get a nice glaze of fat over the top, don't worry, that's the good stuff. That is the stuff that helps you absorb all of those fat-soluble vitamins, or vitamins A, D, E, and K, which are so good for you. So if you find that you've got a layer of fat over the top, don't be afraid of that. And you can always garnish it with a bit of parsley, a little bit of sage, whatever floats your boat, and it looks really pretty and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I hope I've shown you a really easy and quick way, inexpensive way to prepare organ meats, and they're really so good for you. Once you get used to eating organ meats, you will feel the benefits, and it's something that your kids will enjoy, and you can really have confidence that you're doing yourself a favor by eating these foods.